What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Check This Out. Today we're going to be making quote-unquote sourdough bread in the Zojirushi Virtuoso bread machine. This is not a real sourdough bread by any stretch of the imagination. Real sourdough takes, surprise, a sourdough starter and a lot of time. This machine will make something that loosely approximates a loaf of sourdough bread. It's not bad. It does have a little bit of a tang to it, and it tastes a little bit like sourdough, but it's a whole heck of a lot easier. I like to do regular sourdough. I have a sourdough starter in the refrigerator, and when I have the time, like when I was on vacation over the holidays, I made a lot of sourdough bread. But sometimes I just want a quick loaf that gives me a hint of that sourdough flavor. Okay, we're going to start off with 360 grams of water. Pour that right in. Then about 260 grams of bread flour. And get that in there. And then about 6 grams of active dry yeast. And pour that right on top. We go over to our course button, set it to course number 12, which is sourdough starter. And then we hit, after we close the lid, the start button. And when it beeps, we come back and we will have our sponge ready. We'll add the rest of the ingredients, close the lid, and when we come back next time, we'll have a loaf of mock sourdough bread. Okay, it's been about a little over 2 hours. Let's take a look and see what we have inside. Ooh, okay. I definitely would say we have some activity there. Now it's time to put in the rest of our ingredients. Hit the button once again. And next time it beeps, we should have our mock sourdough bread. Okay, here we go. Now we had 38 grams of apple cider vinegar. That's where we're going to get our sourdough taste. And 23 grams of lemon juice. For those that are volumetric inclined, that would be about 2.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. I already have those mixed together, so let's put them in. Next, we're going to add 390 grams of bread flour. If you don't have bread flour, I seldom buy bread flour. I usually get a product called Vital Gluten or wheat gluten, because the protein difference between regular all-purpose flour and bread flour is only about 1% difference. So if you add 1% Vital Gluten by weight to the flour, you're basically making bread flour, and you don't have to have 2 types of flour around. Or if you don't have your bread flour around, you can still add a little bit of Vital Gluten to it and still increase the protein content, and your loaves will rise better than with common all-purpose flour. So now we need 390 grams of bread flour, which is approximately about 3 cups. Let's go ahead and put that in. Next, we need 24 grams of sugar, about 2 tablespoons. Give a little something there for the yeasties to give them a good feeding, keep things going. Now we need 7.5 grams, or about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And 6 grams, or 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. We'll put that off to the side so it's not on top of the salt. Okay, now we select course number 1 on our Zojirushi bread maker, and we press start. And that should be about it then. Next time the bread machine beeps, we should have our mock sourdough bread. I'll check back with you then, and let's take a look and see what it looks like.